Okay, guys and gals, this is Alex Olson with Xchange Commercial Real Estate here in Kansas City, where I cover everything new to the market in the multifamily space that's on CoStar and MLS and the commercial related brokerages. So here is LoopNet as we look at every single week. And this is looking at just recently what's coming on the market in the last 7 days. And there's only one real new one, and that is this property here on 39th and Kenwood. It's an excellent property. I know the location well because I drive by it almost every single day. It's next to our office. It's next to a multifamily property that I own. It's 13 units. It's unpriced. It looks pretty good on the inside, as you can see here. My guess is it's going to be under contract very soon and may not be really worth looking at too much. Let's see if it's there in a couple of weeks if we want to dive more into that. It has some opportunities here to obviously improve the bathrooms and the kitchen, maybe the floor. I'm not sure if that's LVP or if that's rolled linoleum. But that's the main property that is available. Heart of Midtown, next to the streetcar stop. Could be a good investment depending on the price, but it's unpriced, which you guys know makes it more difficult for me to talk about them openly to you as my network. So that's everything on the market in the last 7 days. There is this other property here too that we've talked about a couple other times. This is actually mislabeled. This is 11 units for 1.7 million. So don't let that discourage you. I actually have seen this deal on the MLS, and it's a pretty good deal. I think there's some value add opportunity here. Definitely has been some upgrades to it. You can see maybe some upgrades are better than others, but could be an interesting opportunity to take a look at this building. This location is right next to the streetcar stop. I think it's actually, so if it's 11 units for 1.7, that is 154,000 per unit, which is actually reasonable considering the location. The size of the units look pretty large, two separate buildings. So this is actually something I think we could look at together and see if it'd be a good fit for your 1031 exchange or your investment into Kansas City. Okay, so going back out here to the map, and yeah, that's it. This is just a condo, so ignore that one. So let's go ahead and go over to the MLS, which I think you'll find it. Oh my gosh, there's nothing here. So you can see the last week or so, the last couple weeks with the expanding of the Federal Reserve interest rate target to increase yet another 3/4 of a point has maybe caused sellers to be hesitant on putting their properties on the market, knowing that financing is a huge part of investing in real estate. And as rates increase, the buying power of a investor drops dramatically. However, as we've seen, and I've talked about a lot, most common metric is a 5-year treasury note. And that, don't get me wrong, has gone up another whole point here in the last 30 or so days. However, that rate fluctuates. It's not tied directly to the Federal Reserve target rate. So I think just number one, first, continue to be aggressive in the market. You never know what a seller is going to say. Number two, we have local lenders here. Matter of fact, I just closed on our property last week. They got a 5% rate on their deal. And it was put under contract maybe 45 days before that, but they really only selected their bank within the last 21 days. So that 5% rate was available 21 days ago or so. So my point is, let's not get so hung up on the rate. Let's look at deals. Let's call banks. Let's find out what a good rate is that we can lock in. Let's call aggressive banks that want to do deals and see how this thing really shakes out. I think there's a lot of opportunity out there right now. We have several deals on our list that are going to be a good fit, especially for the presumably a recession, no matter how big or small. So let's look at deals. Let's see where they're at. Let's look at our marketplace that we have here at Xchange CRE, and let's find out opportunities that are going to fit into your investment criteria. That's it today. Thanks again. This is Alex Olson with the Multifamily Minute.